Insulin-like growth factor 1, or IGF1, is a hormone in your body, and it's absolutely critical for the optimal physical and mental performance. It's produced in the liver, and once it's released into the bloodstream, it stimulates growth, regenerates cells, and helps your body to recover and repair itself. It's known to play an important role in childhood growth and development, and it helps you to build and maintain muscle throughout your entire adult life. It doesn't just affect your muscles, it also powerfully supports your brain. Unfortunately, your IGF1 levels drastically decrease as you get older, and this contributes to cognitive decline. Your levels can even drop when you're young, especially if you've had a brain injury or developed a chronic health issue. Luckily, there's many different ways to optimize and increase your IGF1 levels. Researchers have found IGF1 levels can be manipulated to improve the quality of life and delay the deteriorating effects of brain aging. It doesn't matter if you're old, run down, or chronically ill. You can naturally boost your IGF production and amplify your cognitive performance. IGF1 is a very important blood marker to monitor, yet many doctors don't check it. This is a shame because it plays a crucial role in healing and brain health. Research suggests that IGF levels tend to be low in people who are struggling with chronic illness and systemic inflammation. Studies also show IGF1 crosses the blood-brain barrier, and it affects the brain and cognitive function. Alzheimer's disease and dementia is associated with lower IGF1 levels, and increasing the IGF1 can help prevent the accumulation of amyloid plaque in the brain. Other neurodegenerative diseases like ALS and Parkinson's are also associated with lower IGF1 levels, and increasing the IGF1 can help to lower your risk of developing these diseases. Researchers have found that normal IGF1 and higher IGF1 levels can lead to the following cognitive and neurological health benefits. It can help prevent cognitive decline and brain aging by protecting the existing brain cells and by promoting the growth of new brain cells. It can improve learning and memory, speed up executive functions and mental processing, and increase brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF. IGF1 improves gut health, and it helps to reduce gut permeability, and this affects brain health. It promotes synaptogenesis, it stimulates myelin production, and it supports neurogenesis and neuroplasticity. Many people who've had brain injuries also end up having low IGF1. This is because your brain signals the liver to produce the IGF1, and when your brain gets injured, it can stop doing this efficiently. Research clearly shows IGF1 levels often drop after traumatic brain injuries, and this worsens cognitive function. This even happens in people who've had mild traumatic brain injuries. But strategies to increase the IGF1 can increase the brain cell survival, repair the brain, and improve the cognition after the traumatic brain injury. It's important to test and monitor the IGF1 levels. Zinc is an essential mineral for brain health. Unfortunately, it's estimated 2 billion people in the world are deficient in zinc, and several studies show even a subclinical zinc deficiency impairs brain function. That's a problem because a zinc deficiency decreases the IGF1 levels in humans. In an animal study, feeding a zinc-depleted diet to rats for 14 days resulted in a 28% decrease in IGF1 compared with the rats who were fed a zinc-adequate diet. Luckily, zinc supplementation can help. Researchers have found supplementing with zinc significantly increases the circulating IGF1 levels, and it increases the synthesis and the action of IGF1 in the body. Besides supplementing, you should also eat plenty of healthy, whole foods that contain zinc. Some of the best foods to optimize your zinc levels include oysters, grass-fed beef, pumpkin seeds, cashews, mushrooms, and spinach. Eating enough high-quality protein is critical if you want to increase your IGF1 levels. Research shows low protein intake is associated with a major reduction in the IGF1. Meanwhile, high-protein diets can increase the IGF1. Animal protein and red meat in particular has been shown to increase the IGF1 concentrations. It's important to keep in mind that muscle meat, like chicken breasts and lean beef, shouldn't be your only source of animal protein. Our ancestors didn't eat this way. Your body prefers and expects to receive a balance of amino acids from different parts of the whole animal, or as it's known, head-to-tail eating, consuming a wide variety of protein from the entire animal. Along with muscle meat, you should regularly cook and eat organ meats, such as liver, and have bone broth. Taking extra vitamin C is another way to increase your IGF1. As you probably know, vitamin C is found in fruits and vegetables. Researchers have found higher dietary intake of citrus fruits and vitamin C is associated with higher concentrations of IGF1. In addition to getting vitamin C from fruits and vegetables, take at least 500 milligrams of supplemental vitamin C every day. Some people take up to 10 grams of vitamin C per day, and it can improve mood and reduce stress and anxiety. Liposomal vitamin C, or non-acidic vitamin C, is recommended for higher dosing, as the ascorbic acid can cause diarrhea. Eating lots of fruit and vegetables is a great idea if you want to improve your brain health and cognitive function. Blueberries in particular are potent because of the flavonoids within them. Researchers have found blueberries improve memory by increasing IGF1. Besides that, the blueberries also improve brain health by increasing brain-derived neurotrophic factor and improving the brain blood flow. Alternatively, you can take a blueberry extract. It's actually cheaper in the long run than eating blueberries every day. Most researchers often use concentrated blueberry extracts instead of the actual blueberries when they study the beneficial health effects. Magnesium is a vital mineral and it participates in more than 300 biochemical reactions in the body. Unfortunately, a lot of people are deficient in magnesium. This is a shame because magnesium is absolutely essential for the optimal brain function. Research shows magnesium levels are strongly and independently associated with the total IGF1 levels. And researchers believe magnesium deficiency worsens the age-related decline in IGF1 levels. Since most people are deficient, it's a supplement people should be taking every day. Epsom salt baths are another great way to increase your body's intake of magnesium. You should also make sure you're eating enough magnesium-rich foods, such as spinach, chard, pumpkin seeds, almonds, avocados, dark chocolate, and bananas. Selenium is an essential trace mineral, and it's important for many bodily processes that affect your brain and your mental health. Studies show there's a significant association between selenium and IGF1 levels. Animal research has found a selenium deficiency is linked to lower IGF1, and supplementing with selenium has been shown to significantly increase the IGF1 in elderly individuals. Brazil nuts are the richest source of dietary selenium, but it can also be found in wild-caught seafood, pastured chicken and eggs, and grass-fed meat. Make sure you're not deficient by taking selenomethionine as a supplement. This is a highly absorbable form of selenium, at 200 micrograms per day. Cinnamon has a number of health benefits. It has anti-inflammatory effects, it's loaded with antioxidants, and it's even been shown to have beneficial effects on neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Researchers have also found cinnamon extract significantly activates IGF1 signaling. But not all cinnamon is equal. You have to find Ceylon cinnamon. This is considered to be the true cinnamon. Vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin that your skin synthesizes when it's exposed to the sun. Unfortunately, researchers estimate 50% of people are at risk of a vitamin D deficiency. This is a big problem because every tissue in your body has a vitamin D receptor, including the brain, so a deficiency can lead to costly physiological and psychological consequences. Research shows vitamin D significantly increases the circulating IGF1 levels in adults. Ideally, you should get your vitamin D by going outside and getting the sun, but this is difficult. Most people still don't get enough vitamin D from the sun, especially during the winter, so you should test and monitor your vitamin D levels and supplement accordingly. Thiamine is also known as vitamin B1. It's an essential water-soluble nutrient and it can't be made in the body. It's used in nearly every cell in the body, and especially it's important for supporting energy levels. Researchers have found vitamin B1 plays a key role in the IGF1 system, and a deficiency leads to a significant drop in the IGF1 levels. Healthy food sources of B1 include green peas, beef liver, asparagus, pecans, spinach, sunflower seeds, macadamia nuts, and eggs. Plums are an extremely nutritious food. They contain many vitamins and minerals, as well as antioxidants and fibre. They can help to reduce your risk of several chronic diseases. Dried plums or prunes can also be eaten to increase the IGF1 levels. One study found the consumption of dried plums daily by postmenopausal women significantly increased their IGF1 levels by 17%. The excessive consumption will cause diarrhea though. The beneficial bacteria in your gut are known to convert food that you eat into short-chain fatty acids. These probiotic bacteria and the short-chain fatty acids that they produce play a critical role in the synthesis of IGF1 in your body and your brain. Research clearly shows certain probiotics stimulate the IGF1 system and increase the IGF1 concentrations. These are Lactobacillus acidophilus, Lactobacillus casei, Lactobacillus rhamnosus, and Bifidobacterium longum. Meanwhile, antibiotics have been shown to decrease your IGF1. Dehydroepiandrosterone, or DHEA, is one of the most abundant circulating steroid hormones in humans. It's produced in the adrenal glands, the gonads, and the brain, and it's a precursor to other hormones, including estrogen and testosterone. It's also available as a supplement. DHEA has been shown to have neuroprotective effects, and it's known to improve memory and cognition. In one study, a 100 mg daily dose of DHEA for 6 months elevated the IGF1 levels in both men and women. Your DHEA levels decline with age, and some believe supplementing has anti-aging effects. Blood testing is recommended when supplementing with DHEA. Also, check out my video on the pregnenolone steal, as fat gets converted to pregnenolone, which then either gets converted to stress hormone or DHEA. If you're under a lot of stress, this can deplete your pregnenolone stores, and then cause a deficiency in DHEA. Taurine is an organic compound found in food, particularly meat and seafood. Taken as a supplement, it can improve your mood and reduce your anxiety because it can cross the blood-brain barrier and increase oxytocin, dopamine, and brain-derived neurotropic factor. It turns out it can also increase IGF1 levels, and it increases the synthesis of IGF1. Resveratrol is a beneficial antioxidant and anti-inflammatory compound, and it's found in grapes, red wine, raspberries, and chocolate. It's known to help prevent the development of neurodegenerative diseases, and researchers are starting to understand why. In one study, resveratrol was shown to improve cognitive function by increasing the production of IGF1 in the brain. It's also been shown to increase brain-derived neurotropic factor, synaptogenesis, autophagy, and blood flow into the brain. To consume enough resveratrol to increase the IGF1, you need to supplement with it. Many stack NMN and NMR with their resveratrol. Leucine is one of 3 branched-chain amino acids. It's an essential amino acid, meaning you need it from food or from supplements. Athletes and bodybuilders often take it as a supplement because it helps to increase energy, improve strength, and build muscle. Researchers have found leucine significantly increases IGF1 and IGF1 binding protein. You can get leucine from protein-rich foods like fish, chicken, and turkey, or supplement with branched-chain amino acids. Astragalus is an adaptogenic herb, and it's been used for centuries by traditional Chinese medicine practitioners to support the immune system and to reduce inflammation. There's more than 2,000 species of Astragalus, but usually Astragalus supplements only contain Astragalus membranaceus. The Astragalus membranaceus extract has been shown to significantly increase the IGF1 levels in humans and animals. Colostrum is a special kind of milk, also known as the first milk. It's naturally produced by the mammary glands of mammals immediately following the delivery of a newborn. It contains a number of different nutrients and growth factors, including IGF1, and these support the health and development of a newborn baby. Colostrum from cows, or bovine colostrum, can be taken as a supplement by humans for its health benefits. Research shows colostrum supplementation significantly increases the circulating levels of IGF1. Acetyl-L-Carnitine, or ALCAR, is an acetylated form of the amino acid carnitine. It's been shown to have neuroprotective and cognitive enhancing effects. It's often used as a natural brain booster because it increases alertness and provides support to brain cells. The ALCAR has also been shown to be very effective at alleviating chronic fatigue and improving mood. It helps to reverse neurological decline and supports the mitochondria function. It does so much it's not surprising research also has found the ALCAR increases IGF1 levels in humans. Animal studies also show it increases the IGF1 levels in rats. Creatine is a molecule produced in the body and it's found in some food, particularly red meat, eggs and fish. Creatine is also available as a supplement. Athletes, bodybuilders, wrestlers and sprinters often take extra creatine to gain more muscle. It's an incredibly well-researched supplement and it's safe to take regularly. Supplementing with creatine can also help support the brain. It's been shown to have neuroprotective effects, and it rapidly produces energy to support the brain's cell function. Ursolic acid is a natural compound found in a variety of plants and herbs, like apple peels, rosemary, thyme, and holy basil. The apple peels contain the largest amount. In one study, supplementing with 100 milligrams of ursolic acid 3 times a day, it increased the IGF1 levels in humans by 22%. Animal research also shows it increases IGF1 signaling and it enhances the IGF1 receptors. You can get pure ursolic acid, or you can supplement with the herb holy basil, which contains some ursolic acid. The holy basil also has other benefits. HMB, or hydroxy methyl butyrate, is a metabolite of leucine. It's also a dietary supplement used by athletes and bodybuilders to increase muscle strength and development. Studies show the HMB supplementation increases the expression and the levels of IGF1. CoQ10 is a coenzyme and an antioxidant located primarily in the mitochondria. It has numerous known health benefits and it plays a critical role in producing energy for the entire body. CoQ10 is produced within the body, but it's also found within food, and it can be supplied to the body through food supplementation. It resembles a fat-soluble vitamin. Meat and fish are the richest source of dietary CoQ10, including beef, pork, chicken heart, and chicken liver. Nuts and some oils also contain CoQ10. Research shows supplementing with CoQ10 significantly increases IGF1 levels. Low-level laser therapy, or LLLT, or photobiomodulation, is a treatment that uses low-level, low-power lasers or light-emitting diodes to stimulate the brain cells, helping them to function better. Several studies show that it increases the expression, the production, and the release of IGF1. Exercise is probably the best way to boost the IGF1 levels. Also, it appears to push IGF1 to the brain to improve its function. There's 2 main forms of exercise that you need to engage in if you want to increase your IGF1 levels: high-intensity interval training and resistance training. Research shows resistance training, also known as strength training or weight training, significantly increases the IGF1 and increases the bioavailability of IGF1. Intense and strenuous high-intensity interval training workouts cause a significant increase in the circulating levels of IGF1. Besides increasing the IGF1, exercise can also induce autophagy in the brain, increase dopamine and brain-derived neurotropic factor, and increase blood flow to the brain. That's why many doctors and researchers recommend exercise as the #1 piece of advice for optimal brain health. Getting enough high-quality, deep sleep is very important if you want to increase your IGF1 levels and to improve your brain and mental health. If you have poor sleep, it can be a main factor in why you have low IGF1 levels and poor cognition. Sleep deprivation is known to suppress IGF-1 in humans and animals. Meanwhile, sleep extension significantly increases the IGF-1 concentrations. In one study, researchers found increased deep sleep is associated with higher levels of IGF-1 in healthy older men. In another study, improving the sleep quality of military personnel, it led to a significant increase in their IGF-1 levels and a significant reduction in their symptoms of depression and PTSD. So it's not just the length of your sleep that matters, it's also the depth and quality. Reducing inflammation throughout the entire body is a key step towards increasing your IGF-1 levels naturally. Research clearly shows pro-inflammatory cytokines inhibit and impair the IGF-1 bioactivity and induce a state of IGF-1 resistance. There's many causes of chronic inflammation, including infections, mold, brain injuries, and leaky gut. One of the most common causes, and the one you have the most control over, is your diet. You should try following an anti-inflammatory diet and avoiding foods such as gluten and dairy that can trigger inflammation in the gut and the brain. You should also remove processed food from the diet and increase your intake of organic vegetables, fruit, wild fish, grass-fed beef, and chicken. Other steps you can take to reduce inflammation include reducing stress, exercising, improving gut health, treating infections, and getting enough sleep. Alcohol is a neurotoxin and it wreaks havoc on your brain by raising cortisol levels, disrupting the blood-brain barrier, and increasing inflammation and oxidative stress. It also lowers your IGF-1 levels. Researchers have found that high alcohol intake inhibits IGF-1. There's ways to protect your brain from alcohol, but you're better off avoiding it completely or significantly reducing your consumption if you're trying to heal. When it comes to improving your health, some of the simplest strategies can have a huge impact. Using a sauna regularly is one of them. Research suggests daily sauna sessions can significantly increase the production of growth hormone and IGF-1. You can also use a low EMF infrared sauna. Once you start using a sauna, you should listen to your body to determine how much time you should spend in it. Start out slowly and increase the length of your sessions over time. And make sure to drink lots of water before and after each session, and never consume alcohol in combination. To book a consultation or to learn more about supplements, herbs, or natural treatments, check out my website.